Hey guys, alright, it's Brett from IBMA. How's it going? And in case you don't know, I'm on a channel that focuses on old school and traditional martial arts and conditioning practices. To help with martial arts, strength, grip, power, things like that. Usually just, old school 72 secret arts of Shaolin, old Okinawa conditioning and stuff like that. From time to time, I also do reviews on items and gadgets and training things like that may help. I'm also involved in law enforcement, so I chuck my 2 cents in on law enforcement and this and that and the next thing every now and then. So anyway, get to the picture. Today I'm going to do a review and a bit of a boxing and showing of the Lifeproof free case for the Samsung Galaxy S8. So maybe I'm a bit behind the times here because everyone's onto the S9 and other ones, but I just wanted to do a quick run through of this for you guys, what I think about it. So yeah, here's the box. Maybe I'll put some stills of this at the end of the video, but here's the box, and it opens up into this nice little thing where you can view the case. It gives you all the information on the back, which tells you about the stuff that the phone's meant to do. Drop from 2 meters, submersible for 2 meters for 1 hour, built-in screen protection, etc., etc. Now, as I said, I'm in law enforcement, or for anyone in a work environment, and the main thing I needed when I got my Galaxy S8, which is what I'm filming this video on, is I really just needed that screen protector. Now this is in Australia, so this retails at $80 here, so whatever that would be in your country. But the screen protector was like 40, 50 bucks, and then the back case was kind of like the same. So although 80 bucks was a bit steep, I was like, oh, 80, 90 bucks, oh shit. Although it was a bit steep, it actually worked out being all right value, because it covered everything that I need. Yeah, so you open up the box in here, and it just slides out like so. For all you unboxing people who love the unboxing, it slides out like so, and you get like a little brochure on the phone and shit, and what it can do and how to water test it. So raising a point, the funny thing about this phone is, after I got it, is someone said to me, they were like, hey Brett, why the hell did you get a waterproof case for a waterproof phone? And I stood there, I stood back for a second, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, good point. But then, really, as I said, I said this to them, the main reason I got the case was to protect the phone screen and to protect the phone from keys and damage and stuff like that, putting it in my tack vest and pocket and dropping it and people punching me. So that was the main reason I got the phone, the case. So the water protection is just a bonus, really. Okay, so here's a thing of some stuff you get in it, if it'll zoom in. If the Samsung will zoom in, no, it won't. Yeah, so you get a little key, you get a jack adapter, and you get the case. I'll show you those in a second. You get a little rag there to wipe the screen with, which are always good. I like those. You get some warranty book, but no one uses those. So yeah, this is cool. It's a little jack, and when I show you the main case of the phone, you'll see what this means. You also get a pair of pretty nice headphones, which are like cord. They're made out of, they've got that cord binding. They're in fitting with the phone. They're like grey. They've got cord binding, and yeah, they're pretty rugged. The sound was really good on them, but I freaking lost them. So if you find my headphones, can you please send them to me or whatever? Because I got a really cool pair of headphones and I lost them. Yeah, you also get some stickers. For all the nerdy people, usually me, who like to stick stickers on shit, you get some stickers. These sometimes end up on my laptop or whatever. Okay, so hey guys, here's the case, all right? And I'll tell you a few points about this for anyone still listening. So here's the case. Got to make this quite quick because I think my phone only allows me like 10 minutes. Yeah, and this is good. This is in grey and green, and there it is. It's got some good access points for for the various cameras and stuff. And the same at the front, it's got a little bit of protection for the camera here. And as I said, this is the main reason really I got the case. Yeah. So there's the seal. So you can test the case, but I would suggest you don't actually have to test this one if you're getting it for the Samsung S8, because the Samsung S8 can actually be submerged and stuff like that. But hey, you can't put a price on peace of mind. So I found that when I was using this, underwater, because I had to go underwater, just that extra protection worked pretty well for me. So I've had this case for maybe a couple of months now, maybe 2 or 3 months. I'll tell you some points on it. Ease of installation, yeah, it's pretty easy. You just, as you see here, you just chuck the phone in the front, you cover it up, you cover it over, and you click it round. It installed pretty easy. I would say the one weak point of the phone, of the case, is this clip here at the bottom, yeah, because it doesn't actually clip that well, yeah. So especially if you want to take the phone out the case and then you do a stupid thing like I've done and you forget about that clip and you start going like this and you're pulling on the clip, etc., etc. So anyway, I'll snap this shut. I should really do a water ingress test, but I'll do one later on. Maybe I'll film it. Okay, so yeah, the case is pretty good. Like you see here, the phone's in there. It snaps shut pretty well. Yeah, it's got the button adjusters here, which work really well and feel good for whatever those buttons are in the Bixby button. It's got another button adjuster there that seems to be fine. This is this superior dock for the headphone at the bottom here. So you unscrew this, if you've got the time. You unscrew this. There we go. And then this is the whole point of this thing. This, I presume, is like a waterproof jack connector. And I presume as well that the headphones they give you, so it screws in the bottom here. I presume the headphones that they give you are waterproof too. So that's pretty cool. So you put that in there, you put your headphones in, and then like you could, I don't know, you could be in the bath or in the shower or even in the pool. You could even be swimming and you can be listening to your music. I must admit, I never tried to listen to it underwater, but I presume it may work. It's something for someone to try. So yeah, there we go. One good thing about this is a main point for this. If you're like me and you're filming videos and stuff like this, one of the awesome points with this phone and this case is that you see, I won a nude case. The Lifeproof Nude I won for the iPad 4th gen, and one of the problems was when I installed the case on the iPad, it was awesome, but it cut out all the sound. When you did a film, you couldn't hear the audio. So one thing I'll say about this, there's a little audio placed there. One thing I'll say about this phone case is that it's pretty cool because you don't get loss of audio through the case. You know, the speakers sound pretty good still. If you can open this jack and it makes them sound a little bit better if you're obviously not in the water, but actually if you were in the water it wouldn't even matter. And yeah, the main thing is when you're talking or when you're filming a video, you've got that protection there you can hear the voice, that's awesome. Blocks out a bit of the wind and you can hear the voice, so that's great. So all in all, a really good case. Durability wise, yeah, it's pretty durable, but after a few months now, I'm finding that the installation point here is a weak point. So if you see it there, I don't know if I can get this bloody camera to, so if you see the installation point there, this is where you open and close the case from. And I noticed that this is a bit of a weak point, and it's a little bit, it can be a little bit loose. So yeah, it can be a little bit loose, and I think that contributes to water ingress. Now, the main point, the waterproofness, which doesn't really matter, I found that after a month or two, and yeah, I must admit I had taken the phone out of the case a couple of times, but I found that after about a month or so, I went down to the beach for a swim. I ran into the water with my phone filming, and I was swimming underwater with the phone, and then I found like it did steam up inside. So obviously the water ingress did work. So all in all, Lifeproof, your phone case wasn't waterproof. Sorry. But then again, I was swimming with the case, which is putting like forces on it. I was squeezing it. I was kind of paddling with it. And it was in the sea, so it was, the waves were coming down on me and stuff. So ordinarily, you chuck it in a bowl of water in the shower or whatever, it's fine. But if you start going in the sea and sort of swimming with it in your hand, although when I first got the case, it was fine. What are we on? 10 minutes? Okay. When I first got the case, it was fine. But yeah, obviously in time it started to leak. But with it being the S8, it didn't really matter. Okay. So water ingress wise, you can't really trust it, but it doesn't matter. Does it make a difference for me with this case? Well, no, because the phone's already waterproof, and two, like I said, I mainly got it as a bit of a rugged case and a screen protector. Now, the plastic or whatever on the top is pretty good. It's pretty scratch resistant, so it's not like all scratched up. So, because I put this in my tack vest, and it gets scrubbed by keys and cuff keys, and I've dropped it on the floor a couple of times. Drop protection, it's worked awesome. I've dropped it just yesterday. I dropped it two times, and it was fine. Front facing camera wise, I know I'm jumping from point to point here, but that's the way I am. Front facing camera wise, these recesses keep the camera lenses pretty clear and pretty good, so you always get pretty good picture like this. One of the downsides is actually after a little while, as you can probably imagine, these fake plastic screens become sort of cloudy and a bit grubby, and yeah, I find that with my front facing pictures and selfies and videos that the picture doesn't look that good. So in effect, like I went on holiday to Japan. It was my honeymoon. It was awesome, and that contributes to the whole wear and tear of the case. Is that if you want to use the benefit of your phone with the awesome picture quality and the selfies, you pretty much, after you've had the case for a little bit of time, you have to take the phone out the case. Yeah, but it comes out really easily, and but obviously then you're in danger of dropping your phone, cracking it, damages. Sod's law, that is when the damage is going to happen, isn't it? You're taking it out, that's when you're going to drop it. You keep it in the case for a year. I had my iPad, I kept it in the case for like a whole year. It was pristine. I took it out to have a look at how pristine it was, and boom, I dropped it on the floor like an idiot. Yeah, so, but all in all, for the price, it's a good case. It's protected my screen. I've dropped it a number of times. I have a rough job, and it's going in and out with keys and stuff. And yeah, it's done its job. Don't expect it to be waterproof, but with the S8, it doesn't really matter. But it actually is waterproof, and it is cool to go in the shower, have the phone on with the music and da-da-da, and it's all good. It's a new experience for me. It's good. Also, being that we're in Australia, one of the bonus points I'd say of a case like this, more so than being waterproof, is dust and dirt ingress. Yeah, so it's great to not have all that lint and shit blocking up your charging ports and shit like that, getting into your phone. This is a good protection against that. You take it on the beach and the sand stays out. And those are the main things that will like scratch your screen and stuff like this. So all in all, I think, the boxing and packaging was smart. It looked good. I found the $80 price tag to be a bit of a sting at first. I think it's $80, $90 or something like that. But actually, comparatively, with an aftermarket screen and then another case on the back, you're talking around about the same money for like some quality ones. It was good and gimmicky. It was waterproof. It has protected my phone. It will continue to do so. The front plastic screen is is strong. It doesn't scratch. but it is a little bit cloudy, so expect a bit of a less picture quality. One last point as well, with the touch screen, through the plastic case, there is a little bit of a delay. You have to sort of push. So, but I suppose that's as expected. So you've got a bit of a delay with your touch screen there. Martial arts and YouTube channel wise, it's been a good thing to have to do my filming with, go on the beach, protects the phone, yada, 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 yada. If I want to do a video like this, I take the phone out of the case. Yeah. So there we go, guys. So Lifeproof case, I'll just show you the inside. So there we go, there's that danger zone there, that one you have to flick. This they should improve on though. I don't know how they would, but maybe if they've got some kind of mechanism where you tighten it in place similar to this, you know, because that's a big weakness in the case right there. Oh, it's a nice sort of rubberized feel, so it's good. And another point whilst I'm trying to open this case is that actually I find that with my hands, you know, I'm always beating stuff, but you know, my hands aren't the smallest hands in the world. There's plenty of people with bigger hands. I find that the extra, because the iPhone, the Samsung bends round, and I find that the extra, so the actual Samsung fits inside here without, and the case adds an extra 0.5 centimeter, say, to the whole phone. So I actually find just that little 0.5 centimeter of gripping, I find that easier for me. It actually makes it better because I'm not activating that edge by mistake and doing stupid things and turning the camera off and shit like that. So that works out to me to better. I just wanted to show you the inside. There's the seal, if you can see. And there's a little bit of foamy padding here just to keep the phone in place. And yeah, there we go. Double reinforcements on the various jacks in here, if you can see that. Yeah, so all in all, guys, I'm happy with my Lifeproof case. I don't see how you could really make it better. Well, I suppose there's a few ways you could make it better. If it was actually waterproof would be one. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy with my case. I feel it's a good deal. I've dropped it. I've been hit. I've been tumbled a bit with it. I've taken it into the sea. I've swum under the water. And maybe if anyone's interested, I can even post up some underwater film of some fishes that I've posted. Oh, before I go, sorry guys, it's a ridiculous 17 minutes. Before I go, one thing about filming underwater is it's like pretty much impossible. Like, I don't know if you know with these touchscreen phones, but you go underwater, and the moment you go underwater, you can't actually use the screen. You try and use it and it doesn't work. Or it activates whilst you're swimming, I don't know, like a water current will blow past it and it'll turn the camera off or turn the camera on, or a water drop hits the screen. So they seem to go schizo in water anyway. So yeah. Do you need it as an underwater camera? No, get yourself a GoPro or something like that, yeah. Could you use it on holiday for a few awkward underwater snaps and a bit of filming? Yeah, you could, but it's a bit annoying. Yeah, all right. Anyway, guys, hey, that's me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the review. Please like and subscribe. See my martial arts stuff. See my other reviews on all sorts of strange things. And good training, and have a good one. See you there, guys.